worst of Rabbit. He was so mean. If anyone did anything he did, or said mean things, he didn't like. He said mean things and played nasty tricks too on anyone that annoyed him. Rabbit, yeah. But Rabbit's been bullied to this point. You have to remember that.
Okay, sorry.
Right.
You have to understand the post-colonial context of this novel.
When Bear grumbled at him one day, he hid behind the curtain with a big pin, and as soon as Bear came along, Rabbit pinned him to the curtain so that he couldn't get away. That was the sort of thing he did. So nobody liked him. They all thought him vain in the city.
The black cat disliked him very much. If she could, she would always turn her back on him, and he didn't like that. Stuck-up creature, he grumbled, with her silly blue ribbon and great staring blue eyes. One day, the toy cat found a piece of chocolate dropped on the floor.
Her eyes are black.
The eyes are blue.
Black.
Eyes are blue.
Yet, eyes are blue. She was very pleased. She bit into many small pieces and gave a bit to all her friends, but she didn't give even a lick to the rabbit.
Mean thing, he said, when he saw everyone munching I was trying to read through that.
I know. Go.
You're mean.
Mean
no,
things
I'm
he
not
said.
reading to you. You turn around.
Okay, fine.
You turn around. Stay there. Okay, you can watch through the camera. Mean thing he said when... Hey, I didn't say you could do that.
You said I could watch through the camera.
Kev is a terrible storyteller.
Kev, read the goddamn story.
Video person, he's not listening to my orders.
I am listening to your orders exactly. Now read the story.
In Soviet Russia, cat kill a rabbit.
What? That's a good book on yours. Mean thing he said when he saw everyone munching chocolate. They got chocolate.
Yeah, the cat found chocolate and he gave it to everyone but the rabbit.
Alright, you just wait. I'll pay you back someday. Yes, I will. Jeez, intense. Now, the next week, the black cat felt worried. She couldn't see properly out of one of her blue eyes. She told the bear about it and he had a look at the eye. Goodness, it's coming loose, he said. I hope Mary knows this is a cat, or it may drop off and be lost. You'd look funny with only one eye. It's pretty fucking hard.
Mary was the little girl whose playroom they all lived in. The toy cat kept staring at her, hoping she would notice her loose eye, but she didn't. Mary had just got a new book and she couldn't stop reading it. I think we all know what that's like. The toy cat's eye got looser and looser. At last it was hanging by only one thread, and still Mary hadn't noticed. She was nearly at the end of her book though, and the cat hoped that her eye would hold on till Mary had finished reading.
But that night, after Mary had gone to bed, the cat's eye dropped right off. She had been sitting quite still, afraid she might jerk it off. And then she had forgotten to keep still, and had run across the room to speak to the bear. She felt her eye falling out. She fell on the floor to thud, and then rolled away under the coat. The cat kept crying. Oh, my eye's gone. It's under the coat. Please get it, somebody.
Good old literature. The toys all lay down and peeped under the couch, all except the rabbit. He wasn't going to bother himself. Suddenly he saw, quite near his foot, something that shone blue. He stared at it. Gracious, it was a toy cat's eye.
Quick as lightning, the rabbit put his foot over the blue glass eye. He kicked it into the corner and then got up.
Director of cinematography.
Then he got up and went to the corner without anyone noticing. He put the eye in his pocket. Now I've got the cat's eye, he thought.
Fucking hell.
Good. She won't get it back again, that's for certain. I'll pay her back for all the things she said to me. He went over to the toys and pretended to look for the eye with them. But all the time he could feel it in his pocket. He wanted to laugh. Perhaps I better hide it safely somewhere, he thought. If any of the toys found out I had the eye, I should get into dreadful trouble. They might turn me out of the playroom. Now, where can I put it?
Well, you will never guess where he hid it. It was really a very clever pig.
Kev's not happy, that's the same voice. Come up with it.
Not quite the same.
It's a different voice.
I was trying to go pirate, but it became bugger again. No, it's all just gone to hell now, Kev. I've just lost my motivation. So you're just going to get it read shittily because I hate you, Kev. All the dolls were helping Kat to look for her dropped I lifted up the lid of the tiny kettle and he dropped the eye in there. Nobody would ever find the eye now because the Dill's house dolls never use that kettle. Had a smaller one, they licked better.
Where are we now?
They licked the kettle better.
They licked the kettle.
She cried eternally. The toys tried to comfort her. Only the pink rabbit
your voice.
I know. He's pretty amateurish at best. I've got range, even if you can distract me.
got range too, bitch.
No, you don't. You haven't shown any range.
Hey, my book!
They've lost their place.
No, you've lost your place in society.
I never had a place in society. Leave the thinking to other people, engineer.
That's just stupid. Okay, I know. How mean and unkind you were, Rabbit. Steve. But he didn't care a bit. The next day, Steve finished her book and had time to look at her toys again.
Wait, I thought Steve was the rabbit. The rabbit male.
Yeah, the rabbit is male. Mary finished her book,
Not Steve.
not Steve.
So Steve.
You can't just change all the characters' names for Steve.
Steve noticed at once that the toy cat had only one eye.
Steve was talking to
Steve was
Steve.
very upset.
Said, "Hey Steve,
Yeah.
did you hear about
Go on.
Steve?"
Yeah, exactly. Rory's gonna explain it. Rory's listening to
I
Rory.
look around for it, but she couldn't find it. Of course, because it was in the kettle. However, whatever shall I do for you, said Mary to the miserable toy cat. You can't go about with one eye, that's for certain. So she looked at all the other toys, and suddenly she saw the pink rabbit, dressed smartly with 3 gleaming green buttons. She picked up the surprise rabbit. You can have 2 new eyes, toy cat. Proper green ones this time. I'll take off your old blue one and put on 2 of these beautiful green ones. You look simply lovely.
The way I'm deciding to go with this one is going to be difficult to understand, so bear with me. 2, ta, odd, pins, tnu,
Here.
sram, tibbars, row,
reading it
pot,
backwards.
snotubbed, get,
I'm just trying to read it because I
You
can't
know.
understand what you're saying. I need to know what's going on.
yulb, oi, tanak, enigami, dirats,
And why is that happening, Sonia?
ta, et,
crying over-
sioit,
Steve, what's going on?
tegelide, yelailo, na, ypaina,
You're fine.
da, sol, hit, si,
Which one was Sork?
lifayutub, nirg,
None of them start with an S.
snotum, more, hitwa,
I'm crying.
egar. Do not get me to read again. That was painful.
Sorry for the rabbit. I'm trying to comfort him. There's something else happened just then. Mary suddenly decided to give a party
Mary said we should have a party. It's the most disturbing thing I've heard in a long time.
Suddenly decided to give a party with the toy cat to celebrate her beautiful new eyes. She took the kettle off the toaster, and inside she found the blue eye of the toy cat. She picked it out in a very gracious astonishment. She looked at it, and so did all the toys. Who put that there? Something strange happened to the rabbit's pink face. It turned a dark red. Everyone stared at him in surprise. And then they knew who had hidden the blue eye. It was the naughty pink rabbit. So naughty.
Now,
So you hid it, said Mary. You naughty, mean toy.
No, the book's fine.
I suppose you think I'm going to take off the toy cat's green eyes and give them back to you as buttons. Now that we have 2 blue eyes for her again. But I'm not. She can keep her green eyes now. She looks very beautiful with them. As for you, it was very good punishment for you to lose your lovely buttons. And what's more, you shan't come to the party. Oh, let him come, said the toy cat. So happy now because she had beautiful green eyes. But then she simply couldn't be unkind to anyone. Sure. Do you not remember the very first line?
No. I remember the last one.
Don't
though.
go back. You're going to confuse us all.
She wanted the rabbit to move out, basically. To anyone. Let him come, I forgive him. Give him a chance to be nice. So he came. He was very quiet and well behaved. Yeah, he came, Kev. He came all over the party. The toys all think that he may be better now, but he does feel strange when he feels the toy cat staring at him through the buttons he once wore on his coat. Dun dun dun!